everyone, I'm Selena Hill, and this is the new norm on Black Enterprise, sponsored by Cadillac, where I speak to dynamic leaders, entrepreneurs, and public figures about their latest projects and the impact they're making in today's world. Today, I had the privilege to speak with the stars of Disney's Mufasa, the Lion King. I spoke to actors Aaron Pierre, who plays Mufasa, and Kelvin Harrison Jr., who plays Taka in the 2024 reimagining of Disney's iconic movie, The Lion King. Take a look. The trailer looks amazing and the production notes read really well. I just want to get you guys' take on remaking, or not even remaking, but adding an extension on to such a classic cultural staple.
Wow, I would describe the first words that come to mind are it's a privilege, and a blessing, to be able to, in some small way, uh, contribute to the legacy of a film that is so loved and celebrated, and revisited,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are the first words that come to mind.
Same. I'm just excited. I mean, was my favorite film growing up, and to be a part of it in the origin story in some ways is pretty iconic. Because now I think we're gonna start watching it differently. We might watch the prequel first, and then we're gonna watch the '94 version, and then maybe people might tap back into the 2019. Hopefully, I'm putting it out there.
Um, what are your earliest memories of The Lion King? When we think back to the 94 film, what stands out about the film and just that time in your experience?
I think for me, and I've touched on this before, I think for me, although I was very young, I was like maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4. I think for me, subconsciously, it was one of the first films, at least one of the first Disney films that I experienced where I was seeing my heritage on the screen. I was seeing uh, a Disney movie that was set on the continent of Africa. It had an abundance of African music,
Mm.
and it was all in the context of celebration, of uplifting, of championing. And I think for me, I felt seen and I felt heard, and it was what I was seeing in regards to like the colors and the music that was going on in my actual home. My mother's Jamaican, my father is of West African and Caribbean heritage, Sierra Leone and Curacao. So I I was seeing it, what was actually in my home, and I think that made me feel really included. So I wore that VHS out growing up. I wore it out. So yeah, I think that's my first experience with it. Yeah.
Amazing.
I think I was 4. Um, I just
Did you first see it in the movie theater or did you see it on the VHS?
I saw it on
Yeah,
VHS. You
same.
saw,
Yeah.
because I think it was out of the theaters, unless it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish I would have saw it in the theater, man. But I put it on the VHS and I ran it back and I ran it back and I ran it back until I knew all the songs. I got the video game. I was invested. I wanted to be Simba. I was like, this is my guy. This is my purpose. I just can't wait to be king as well.
Just
I,
what was
I I love that.
your first film you saw in the movie theater?
That's a good question. I can't remember anymore, actually. Do you know yours?
Mine was Space Jam. What was yours?
Whoa, Space Jam.
In the theater,
Yeah.
I don't remember. It may have been Space Jam. It may have been Lion
Yeah.
King.
Might have been Space. Yeah, yeah.
It may
That's
have
amazing.
been.
That's a
Yeah.
classic.
Unfortunately, I don't. Last question, because I know we do have to wrap for time. What are you guys contributing to, again, such a film that has such a strong legacy? What is it that you feel that you've contributed to it?
I feel like that's not for me to say. I think all I know and I can stand on is that I did my best to serve it. I poured myself into it. I gave my best, and hopefully, um, some part of that resonates with people. Should they gift us with their time to go to the theaters and see it,
I would say what I think we both brought to it, though, was a love for the film, a love for the legacy, and a love for the franchise. And I think there's something really cool when people who are fans of a movie get to be a part of this next chapter of a reimagining, because it's for the fans. Like 30 years later, this is not something that's unfamiliar. We all love and know it. And if it were people that never watched it, then, you know what I mean? We got literally super fans. We got super fans making these movies. So that's what we brought to it, a love.
That is a great point. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. We are super excited to see the film. I appreciate your time today.